This is Forex Insights with CIS Trading at thinkorswimtoolkit.com. In focus, the Swiss franc. We are looking at the Euro Swiss franc here. As mentioned in the video that I posted yesterday evening, we were looking at the potential of a range-bound trade today between a low trend support of a 1670 area and a 1740 area as far as a potential high, and seeing sort of a consolidation there. That's exactly what that trade looks like. You can see that our momentum metrics are strong, but they've come off just a little bit. I mentioned the narrowing pattern in our price action metrics, where we see price action coming down as they're moving up. And when we see that, that usually signifies the potential of a consolidation within the next three candles. And I usually try to play that type of price action right away. Again, let's take a look at the British pound and the Swiss franc. On that British pound Swiss franc, we had an initial high, target of around the 131.25 area. Our next target was up above the 131.90 area, somewhere in that range. I'd mentioned that our trend support was right around the 130.57 area here, and that we were potentially looking at breaking out of this range-bound trade inside this bearish spinning candle above this high, where we sold off through that range and then bounced right back through. And we are above the trend support now for that bearish trend conversion. And so what we're looking at is the potential of going into a bullish trend cycle on this trade with a push higher up into the 130-190 area. So that's what we're looking for there. Take a quick look at the Euro pound. On this trade, we had sell signals on our price action metrics signifying the potential of a pullback on this trade. We had strong momentum metrics, but they had broken yesterday through our trigger level, and sell signals on our price action metrics on the open of today's candle. I mentioned that the high would potentially be around 89.46. We did pierce that high and then came back off, and we are nearing our first price target of an 88.92 area is what we're looking at there as our first price target. Our second price target would be the 88.66 area. Quick look at the US dollar Swiss franc. Again, I mentioned we were entering into very strong momentum and price action metrics with buy signals on chart analytics and price action metrics. We had a trend support at a 94 even level. Our first target this morning was going to be around the what did I have marked there? The 94.75 area, and our second price target is 95.11. So that is potentially what we're looking at getting to today on that trade, is at 95.11 level. And a quick follow-up on our Euro Japanese yen short from yesterday. That's played out great from that 130.172 level. Did have one small stress factor this morning on that trade. Take a look at it real quick on an hourly chart. We entered that trade back here yesterday. On this particular candle, as soon as we opened here, we had a breakdown in momentum. This triggers a 3-bar reversal right here. And I had the same thing on my price action metrics where we had a sell signal. So I entered into this trade as it pierced high because of various other factors considering divergence, and I was looking for something above the 70 level just to be short this long term. And I got in that trade with a stop above the 132 level at 132.12. Fared fairly well overnight. The last couple of hours I did have a pierce up above my entry level, a little bit stressful there for a little while, but we have broken down, and our momentum is hit 100%, has come off a little bit. We have strong momentum metrics to the downside. Our first target on this 1 hour is potentially the 130.90 level, and we'll see how this behaves as it gets down inside that area. But that's what we look like on that trade. I'll flip it over to a 1-minute chart before I close up real quick. This is Forex Insights with